Would experiencing jealousy actually be detrimental to you? Hello, and welcome to today's insight. And to answer that question, yes, it definitely would, because jealousy actually ensues soul trauma. All right. Now, what do I mean by that? Mainly, the idea, okay, God given, our God given wants, okay, I'm trying to phrase this. What God has given us is the ability to live our experience and have a freedom of will, okay, to decide our to do what we will in this lifetime. All right. Now that does not mean that we will not have bad karma or punishment for what we choose, but we have complete and total dominion over our decisions. That is very key. God has given us the ability to choose for ourselves. God loves us that much. Okay? He basically God gave us the right to basically dig our own graves. I find that funny, but I understand how it's not. Right? Now, it is your decision if you are going to put yourself in that situation or not. A soul trauma, all right, happens when what you're doing actually affects someone else's reality in a bad way. So when you think of putting out when you are thinking of someone and being jealous of them and wanting ill will for them and wanting this and wanting that and sending bad energy, you are actually emitting an energy, which, by the way, what goes around, have you ever heard the saying, what goes around comes around? So whatever you put out is what you will be attracting back. And that's partly the idea of karma. So if you put out hate, if you put out dislike, if you put out all these negative things, you will get those back. And then some. All right? They come with credit. And bad credit is something you do not want. And I'm talking about this from experience because, well, I mean, sometimes, from what I know, from what I believe, we live multiple lives. Okay, our souls live multiple lives. This body, the shell, lives one, but our soul lives many. And the thing is that what your soul does and the karma it gathers will be reverberated on the other lifetimes, because I've heard and I believe that in one lifetime I was a bad witch. I'm laughing, but it's not funny. I was a bad witch and I did I did bad things and put on bad spells. I'm gathering. So much so that the bad karma that ensued, was carried out on lifetimes. Okay, apparently this body, was sent to actually clear all the bad karma and bring it back to karmic debt zero. Okay. And now I don't know fully what that means, but what I'm trying to do is rack up good karma. Okay? So ultimately, instead of focusing on what someone else has more than you, why don't you focus on obtaining that which you want for yourself and how to achieve it, and avoid thinking about what other people are doing and just think about what you're doing. Focus on yourself. All right? And focus on your output. Because the bad karma that you gather will only be repaid by good works that you do to either mitigate that. Well, I don't actually really know how it's done, but like doing good things. Okay, so what I gather is that the good things you do will actually counterbalance the bad that you do. And so just focus on good things and do good, and you will slowly but surely chip away at the bad karma that you do. Okay? Or that you did. So if you're not willing to put in the work to clear your karma, avoid doing the bad stuff. Okay? Just be neutral. Just be karmic neutral. If you hate being nice, just be karmic neutral. All right? And then you'll see that you'll slowly, if you want to move into the karmic good, but you're too like in karmic bad, and you're like, I love this karmic bad stuff, but you want to move away from that, like move away like slowly but surely, like ease your way into the karmic neutral, and then you'll see that the karmic bad will irritate you, and you'll just naturally gravitate towards karmic good, if that makes any sense at all. If not, ask questions and it'll be my pleasure to answer. Is there something that you're currently doing that you should actually try to get to karmic neutral? What I'm trying to say is there something that you're currently doing that's karmically bad, that you like are obsessed with, that you should like slowly but surely get away from and get to karmic neutral, so that afterwards you can be attracted more towards the karmic good, and to like clean out your karmic debt or your karmic karma, your karmic credit, if you will. So what I want you to think about is actually, what can you do to move towards karmic neutral, from karmic neutral to karmic good. So you're basically setting yourself up for soul evolution, okay? For soul success, for soul evolution. And if you think about it, okay, this was kind of touched upon by Descartes when he came to the cognition of I think therefore I am. He basically came to the conclusion that we are mind, right? We are energetic more than we are actually physical beings. So when you actually, and seeing as energy is neither created nor destroyed, it can only be transformed, you as a soul never die. Because you as a soul, okay, your body dies, which is this incarnation, but your soul lives on. And for Christians, they mainly think that this is, you wait until God has won over the devil, and that's when you are going to be let free and go to heaven, right? But is there something that you're currently doing that you should actually try to get to karmic neutral? What I'm trying to say is there something that you're currently doing that's karmically bad, that you like are obsessed with, that you should like slowly but surely get away from and get to karmic neutral, so that afterwards you can be attracted more towards the karmic good, and to like clean out your karmic debt or your karmic credit, if you will. So what I want you to think about is actually, what can you do to move towards karmic neutral, from karmic neutral to karmic good. Ponder that.